Alright, everybody just calm down. This is fine. This is fine. Good evening, viewers. Welcome back to the channel. I am Birdman Johnson. We're here playing Dwarf Fortress in the settlement of Brightbell. And we're here in the middle of this volcanic desert. Red sand, andesite. It looks pretty bad, doesn't it? But this is actually fine. There were some problems with the current fort. We're in the middle of a pretty severe bout of infighting, what we might generously call a tantrum spiral. So while I work to get that fixed, we're gonna play around a little with a different project, for which I have brought us here to the middle of this barren desert. If you look on the map here, here's us right in the middle of this desert, the Desert of Waning. We are the Paddle of Confidence, part of the trustworthy relic, who is up here somewhere near where these elves are. We got some goblins. We got a tower. The human tower of Clutch Bakes. We'll have to remember that's there. There's stuff going on. And what we're going to do here is build ourselves a green glass ziggurat. So this will be an above ground challenge. We will make a narrow exception to get ourselves going here, because as you can see, there's no water. There are no trees. We have brought with us some wood, some oak logs to get us going. But it's going to be a bit of a problem in the beginning. So right out of the gate, first thing we're going to do by the way, same rules as most of our other challenges here. We're aiming for 200 population and the monarch. We're going to go ahead and fill in these. We only need one entrance to this for right now. Two-humped camel. All right, and we will start with the carpenter's workshop. I will actually need to assign that duty to somebody because nobody is a carpenter right now. That can be our expedition leader. We will meet the dwarves momentarily. Carpentry. All right, let's meet the dwarves. Dastot, the miner. The creative impulse is so valuable. She is an ardent worshiper of Ral Silverpearl, the wealthy luxury. Let's see, 79 years old, deep voice, clean-shaven, prominent chin, long nose. Okay. Copper skin, raw umber eyes. Interesting. Her eyes are slightly rounded, quick to heal, unquestionably weak, good kinesthetic sense, and a sum of patience, but she has very bad analytical abilities. Let's check out Erish the Crafts Dwarf, shall we? Yes, we shall. I'm fine, he says, standing here in the middle of this desert. He felt fondness talking with a friend, a casual worshiper of Ushdish Brass Diamond. We are in a new world here that we will be using just for this little project. 86 years old. His sideburns are clean shaven, so he has no sideburns. Okay. Very long mustache, neatly combed. Long beard arranged in double braids. Very long hair is neatly combed, so he shaved the sides of his head and grew out everything else long. Interesting. Scratchy voice. Splayed out narrow ears, crowded teeth, tan skin. His eyes are raw umber. Okay, that's 2 with the raw umber eyes. Susceptible to disease, very weak, good memory. Shortage of patience, little difficulty with words, next to no natural musical ability, and really poor focus. That is unfortunate. Tech of the farmer. I talked to my friend, I feel fond. Okay. Worshipper of Ral Silverpearl. Okay, that could be a significant deity for us. 69 years old. Okay, similar to the last guy. Clean-shaven sides, everything else is long. Low voice, prominent chin, copper hair, copper eyes, or skin, raw umber eyes. Okay, that's a defining feature of our civilization. Almost never sick, quite quick to heal. Great feel for social relationships, very good focus and a way with words, poor analytical abilities, bad intuition, and poor empathy. Domas the farmer. He is also fine. He is a worshiper of something called the Dance of Pregnancy. That makes me uncomfortable right out of the gate. 57 years old. Combed sideburns. This one also has a long mustache and a long beard. His hair is clean shaven. This one went bald on top, long down the sides. Eyes are raw umber. There we go. Weak, quick to tire. Deep well of patience, good creativity, good intellect, meager ability with social relationships, poor focus, poor kinesthetic sense. Kubuk, the farmer. Why deny yourself your heart's desire? Because you're in the middle of a desert. You don't have a choice. Also worships the Dance of Pregnancy. Keep that in mind, I guess. 69 years old. Long sideburns, long mustache, long beard, clean shaven. Okay, so we're seeing a pattern here. Our dwarves are either shaved on top or shaved on the sides. Long beard and mustache. Okay. Doesn't... Wait a sec. There we are. Raw umber eyes. Raw umber. Rarely sick, weak, quick to tire, amazing memory, deep well of patience, great musical sense, good kinesthetic sense, poor creativity, very bad analytical abilities. Not sure how much this actually matters. Olan the Doctor. He's been well. Worshipper of Tobal the Amethyst Canyons. That's a new one. 78 years old. He's gone with the clean-shaven sideburns, but he has the long mustache, long beard, long hair on top. Okay, raw umber eyes. Good, good, good. Clumsy, susceptible to disease, bad quality in a doctor. Great analytical ability, great kinesthetic sense, good focus, good willpower. Little natural inclination toward music, atrocious spatial sense. That is really unfortunate. And finally, Locum, the expedition leader. Apparently this is the guy that Tekud has been talking to. Worshipper of Shiss. Just Shiss, whatever that is. 53. Sideburns are clean shaven, long mustache, long beard. Ooh! Oh, no, pardon me. I misread that. Nope, he's got long on top, shaved on the sides. Raw umber eyes. I really like this. This guy's name is Love Basement. I'm not so fond of that. But I love how Dwarf Fortress generates either intentionally, by design, or coincidentally, these cultural tendencies. That's a beautiful thing. Rarely sick, quick to tire, flimsy, slow to heal, good with social relationships and language, very patient, iffy memory, meager creativity, poor empathy, very bad analytical abilities. Alright, those are our dwarves. We're going to turn them loose here and get some shelter built for ourselves. So it's going to be a minute here before we can actually get the glass. I suppose the smart thing to do would be to mine down and get access to the magma sea. I probably should have started us in a forest, but that's not what I did. We need a door to finish securing ourselves here. Oh, we have livestock. We have brought... That's not what I want. We brought some pigs and dogs. We'll be eating those. We probably want to slaughter our water buffaloes sooner rather than later because we have nowhere to graze them. So that is unfortunate. Now, nobody currently in our group here has any skill with glass making. It's not actually necessary. We're going to build an upstairs here. We're going to use most of our logs just securing the perimeter. But as I said, this will be an above-ground fort, except as necessary, and we're going to fill as much of this space as we can. We do not have enough. Okay, then. We're going to fill as much of this space as we can with the Ziggurat. But for right now, we're just going to get started. This is kind of my favorite part of any fort, is this initial bit here, where we're just getting things together. It probably would be a good idea for us to at least mine down. At the very least, we can try to breach the cavern lair to get some food going. We could also probably use some rock here. What is all this? It's rhyolite, andesite, which is what's on the surface. And that, of course, is sand. Now, the good news is that once we do get ourselves a source of heat, we will be able to produce unlimited glass from a single square of sand, which is very exciting. We'll get some beds put down. Maybe we should just, because we're doing a gimmick here, maybe we should just go ahead and breach the magma sea as soon as possible. Anyway, 5 beds should do us for now. We discovered an expansive cavern deep underground. Okay, we got water. So for right now, we will want to secure this. And we're actually going to want to not... Let's see, where does the... There. Okay, so we can go down one more, and then we need to not... In fact, we are going to... Okay. Replace that with an upstair. For right now, we're just going to secure all of this. Okay. Because what I don't want right now is cavern beasts coming up our staircase here and murdering us before we've actually gotten going. So I suppose the smart thing to do would be to dig out a little bit here. Oh, I just have one miner active, don't I? That's probably fine. And then once we get everything properly going here, we can worry about doing things more correctly. Now, we do only have one plump helmet spawn. That was all we ended up with. So let's dig that out. We'll put down a food stockpile right here. Farm plot. Just a little farm plot here. And then I want a kitchen here. And a still here. Oh, we've struck obsidian already. That's actually really excellent. If we could get a green glass ziggurat and arm our militia with stone swords, that would be very cool. Okay, we might want to dig a little... Yeah, we're going to dig a little then. What is this? Gabbro? Yeah, that's fine. And then as soon as we're able, we will... what am I trying to say? Build a well. This is going to be kind of a rough start, which is not unintentional. Oh, look at that. We've already got cave moss growing here. That's really excellent for us. Let's go ahead and get that one plump helmet spawn that we've got planted. Go to the kitchen. Do not cook the plump helmets for now. Or, no, we do need to cook the plump helmets, don't we? Whatever. We got plenty of booze, so we'll be okay for the immediate future. However, it would behoove us to get a crafting shop up so that once we got some more stone, we can begin crafting rock goods. Okay, I'm not in love with that gap right there, so just go ahead and fill that in. How much of this part do I need to show right now? We'll let it run a little longer. We should probably put a couple more miners in action, since we did bring enough picks for everyone. I think we were at 5. There we go. Yeah, we're not yielding a whole lot of rock right now because they're not very good at this, but we're only going to need so much. Because once we get those glass forges going, that's going to be our entire economy. Okay, we'll leave them to that for now. What else do we need at this exact moment? Oh, we installed that last bed. You know what we should do is get a mason's shop in here. Because I think for the immediate future, it would behoove us to have some rock blocks to replace this wood with, so that we can use the wood as fuel for the immediate future. We probably also want a bucket. Oh, we have a visitor? Really? We have 2 visitors. What? Why? What are you doing here? There's a lasher and an axe dwarf. Petition? What? Wish to... Approved, yeah. Okay, cool. Hey, we got a monster slayer. And a human swordsman is now on... What is happening? Yeah, approved, whatever. We'll take a few of these guys to shore up our fighting power in the beginning, I guess. This is weird. I guess they've seen what's happening and they're like, hey, let's see where this goes. Why not, huh? Why not indeed? Okay. Interesting. Is the third guy going to want to join us too? This human swordsman here? As soon as he hits the fort, he's going to ask to join us. Is that what's going to happen? I've never gotten visitors this quickly, and I've certainly never gotten a petition for citizenship this quickly. What is this? Alright, he's in the fort. There's nothing to do here. Bear in mind. Oh. Eradicating monsters. Okay, cool. That's it. That's all we're going to take for now, I think, probably. Because we're going to run out of food if we try to take on too many extra citizens right now. So, small problem with this cavern. You may have noticed that there's nowhere to stand and walk. That will be a small problem, because that means we can't collect food from there, but we can collect water if we need it, which is pretty good. Although with the cave moss that's already growing in here, this is not too bad. This guy is our mason. Tell you what, this guy looks like he could use something to do. You're a mason now. And if y'all want to defend us against these ravens, I guess that's fine. What's your problem? We can't be out of drinks already. Yeah, we're not. Okay, whatever. As long as they keep eating the plump helmets and dumping the seeds, I guess it's fine. Okay, let's dig down some more. You know, the faster we get this thing started, the better, because I don't want this to be a long project necessarily. Of course, remember the goose fort, right? It is entirely possible that this could become our main project. There we go. We'll do some rock blocks. Replace these outer walls, or the walls, and put a roof on this place. And then as soon as we can get some glass going, we will. I was hoping to get access to another cavern with some reachable trees, so that we could get more wood, because that'll really speed this up. Okay, there we go. Cavern is secure for now. I don't want to go down too far at once. What? You're a legendary wound dresser and surgeon. Neat. Okay, right. But you're monster slayers, so I can't make you do work. So we don't really need a lot of those. But I am happy to have 3 of them right now. And it's good that you're a doctor. Will you actually do any doctoring, though? Is the real question. No, it's a human hammer, man. Unless he wants to join as a regular citizen, I'm going to deny his application for entry. Purpose of Rad came on. Nope, leave. Leave. We have enough of you. Well, you didn't have to leave right now. You could have hung around and talked with us. That would have been fine. No? You're just... okay. Why do they want to join us? Should I be worried? Do they think that we're going to get massacred by monsters? Is that the concern here? Alright, let's get ourselves a little more established. Hang on. There's a lady consort on the map. Let's see what she wants. This is fascinating. The good news is we have humans nearby, so we can trade with them. Oh, I should build a depot and get some crafts going. Oh, we have no architects. I should assign everybody to be an architect. And... is that the lady? Yeah, that's the lady consort. She wants to be a monster slayer. No! Go away! Alright. Trade depot. Just put it, like, here. Oh, they're using the obsidian to make blocks. How do I... Task is underway. Gabbro. Gabbro. No phyllite. No phyllite, thank you. Okay, well, there goes all the obsidian we already mined. So that's very cool. Also, I need to make sure that everybody is an architect. Okay, I think that was everybody. If not, I don't care. We got enough. Let us also get some rock crafts going. Make sure those are made out of gabbro as well. Cool. All right. Now then. I'm going to cut there, get us a little bit more established, and I will rejoin you in just a few minutes. Okay, it's summer now, and for some reason, a lot of migrants have arrived. Why? Why? Also, we are being faced with a near constant influx of mostly humans wanting to be monster slayers here in our fort. 18, we just gained 11 migrants. Let's pause for a second. Oh, there's a petition. Denied. So if we come down here, we're running into a little bit of a problem. Because we found... Here's some semi-molten rock. Here's some semi-molten rock. We found something. So let's dig around a little and see if we can find some usable magma here. Okay, I see we've picked up a couple more miners. Okay. See what's over here. I don't know, let's try digging down here perhaps. There's magma somewhere in the vicinity. Okay. It's not there. Warm stone located. Okay, we're finding it here as well. Let's see how far they can dig before they get stopped. Oh, okay. This feels like a really shallow magma sea. Denied. Okay, I don't want to have to do this for this whole run here. Okay, that's where they've been stopped. Well then, we'll just keep doing this. We'll just repeat this up and down. We are going to need more food and drink soon, so I would love to get this moving. Although I think a 2x2 plot of plump helmets should do us for a while. Let's get my phone away from the microphone there. Hopefully that hasn't caused too much trouble already. I did replace this with stone, so that's happened. That's progress, sort of. Okay, we're finding the warm stone here. Is there semi-molten rock? Okay, a lot of warm stone. Okay. Let's go up again. Let's see where... Yeah, nope. Don't get greedy. Okay, well, having all these miners is going to make things easier here at the start of the fort. Let's just see if we can find... I was not counting on it being... This feels shallow. I don't know. I guess I'll have to check where the magma sea is on other forts. Fortunately, our footprint here is much larger than in Ironshadow. There's nothing stopping us from building outside. It's just that our fort has to be a green glass ziggurat. Is there going to be warm stone here? We may have gotten above it. Nope. Where? Let's maybe try where the stone type changes. And okay, well, We knew that was going to happen. I meant to get on that sooner rather than later, so let's go ahead and get ourselves a butcher shop and a tanner. Warmstone located. There may be a better way to find what we're looking for, but no. Do any of you just want to live here? Shore up our laborers? No? It's just, there really aren't any... Well, there's a cave dragon. You could go fight that if you wanted to. If you can get to it. Okay. Alright. Next level, layer. Whatever it is I'm trying to say here. Hang on, I'm going to open a drink. Okay. I think we may have gotten above it here. Let's see. Pyrite, not tremendously useful to us at this exact moment. Okay. Decent amount of gems. Okay, we're above it, I think. If they get down to the end here and we haven't found it, that probably means we're above it. Why all these monster slayers? I haven't seen this before. We were, what, a week into the game before we got our first visitor? That doesn't happen. Mica. Great, we got mica and pyrite. We struck tetrahedrite earlier while I wasn't recording. So we can probably do something with that, right? We can do whatever we want once we find the magma sea. Oh, okay, we found more warmstone. We're not above it yet. Interesting. But we are getting further. Man, I love how fast the game runs in the early stages. Oh, this feels so good. Okay, and we're stopped by the warmstone. Okay, we're coming up on quitting time here. We haven't really done much. Well, such is life. I am going to... Yeah, like I said, I'm going to copy the save file for Ironshadow, and I'll try a few things and see what works. And in the meantime, we will amuse ourselves with this. I was kind of counting on just stumbling upon the magma like we did with the cavern. But does that mean we have one inaccessible cavern level and then magma? Again, this is probably a volcanic desert, right? No, volcanic desert would have black sand, wouldn't it? I actually don't know what kind of rock andesite is. Did we butcher the thing? The ox? I don't see it anymore. Meat. Or water buffalo. Horse lung. All we have is horse lung. Okay. Body parts. Corpses. Stray water buffalo cow corpse. Can somebody butcher that? Nope. Okay. Well then. Go ahead and get rid of that. And I'm just gonna... Oh, bunny, bull, those must go. Away with them. How are we doing here? Nothing yet. That doesn't mean it isn't here. Let's go ahead and get some meals going. Do not cook the booze. Okay, we are out of fruits, but we do have plum helmet seeds that we can use for this, so that's fine. Okay, are we going to get all the way to the end here? Oh, my screen just changed color. That means it's 9 o'clock. Petition denied. That's going to get old. It's already old, if I'm being honest. But at least I know that we can always get monster slayers interrupted by a vulture. Hey, monster slayers, you want to do something about that? I don't know. What's that? Colony of bumblebees. Oh good, we can get bees. We should probably get some bees eventually, right? Okay, I think we are. I've been... How many times am I going to say this? I think we're above it now. Okay. So the thing is, I want to come at it from the top so that we don't tunnel into the side of the magma sea. Although we can't, right? Because that's going to be semi-molten rock. Alright. Looks like we're going to get to the end of this. What are you doing? No job? You're just running around? Oh, you're afraid of the vultures. Could you not be? They're not going to mess with you. You're not nearly weak enough yet. Oh, we are running low on drinks, but I did get a well installed. We're going to be okay. One way or another, we are going to be fine. Also, we've got a bunch of mechanisms and rock crafts. We'll go ahead and do a few more crafts. So as long as merchants arrive in the fall, we will be okay. All right. Oh, and Ubel here is just going to lie down and go to sleep right there. That's fine. Okay, so we've got some warm stone here. Let's dig into it. Anybody, thank you. Hello? Hello? And stopped. I don't care. Dig. You are a dwarf. Diggy hole, please. Thank you. Okay. I think what we'll do actually is just dig out all this warm stone until we find something. Or until we've dug out all the warm stone on this level. Either way is fine with me. Interrupted by a vulture. I think those monster slayers are a little lazy. Or else there's just not much they can do about vultures, because vultures are up there. And as far as I'm aware, in Dwarf Fortress, the animals do not need to rest. So they can just fly around up there forever, terrifying our dwarves unnecessarily. Did I? I'd approve some more if I thought you were actually going to do anything for us. So, failing this, we will just trade for as much wood as we possibly can and make the glass that way. I was hoping to get some glass going right away, but we're going to burn through our wood too quickly. well, this is going to take forever. Nope. I found it. Okay, it was in here. And yes, if we had continued tunneling, we would have breached right into it. So it's a good thing I came at it from this angle. All right, so then. So we can actually get some of this started. Glass furnace, most important thing. Glass furnace needs that, so... First order of business. Go ahead and tunnel that out. Let's go ahead and do this whole thing, actually. There we are. We'll need this. Hold it. Glass furnace. Okay. There we go. We'll start with 3. Oh, we're gonna need bags, aren't we? We didn't bring any bags. We're a little short on beverages at this exact moment. I don't care about the warm stone. Dig it out anyway. Thank you. Okay, glass furnaces. Get. Boom. Build them out of gabbro blocks. Thank you. And do another one here. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. We don't have any glass workers. You. What's that? Furnace operating. And glass making. We're gonna need more. Woodcutter we don't have much use for, so you are a furnace operator and a glass maker now. Okay. Will that get us going? Oh, this needs architecture, pardon me. Sorry, just gonna swipe at my microphone there. Now we need masonry. All right. Well, all of our miners can also be masons for now. Sure, that should be enough. And it's autumn. Okay. Well, I'm going to be honest. This is both more and less progress than I was expecting us to make in this episode. So that's not too bad. We'll go for a little bit longer here. Just a few more minutes. We'll at least get the glass furnaces up and running. I do not think I'm going to feel like dealing with traders in this episode. Come on, come on. There's not much for you to save right now. The game just started. Haven't even been at it for an hour. Doesn't this look beautiful? Isn't this a gorgeous fort so far? It's taking longer than usual, I think. There we go. Okay. Okay, good. We're going to get our glass furnaces up and running. And, denied. Alright, great. So then, what we need now... I do not recall which pile sand goes in. Interesting. Maybe it doesn't. Let's see what happens if we order them to collect sand. We need bags, don't we? Because they can't just scoop, but we also don't have a sand collection. In here is fine. There you go. We do have the ability to collect sand. There you go, needs empty bag. Okay, but that's fine. We need to hotkey this. We need to hotkey this. Alright, hotkey F2, zoom here, name, forge. Alright, fantastic. Okay, so we're going to get this started. Oop, cancel. And what we need to begin with is green glass blocks, which are here. Fantastic. Okay. So, while we do that, I think that's a great place to wrap for today. We've actually gotten this thing started. There we go. We're making glass. Beautiful. Fantastic. We got glass. We can start the project now. Okay. Hey, folks. Thanks for watching. Thanks to those of you who are subscribed to the channel. Thanks to those of you who are not yet subscribed to the channel. And thanks, as always, to those of you watching this without ever intending to subscribe to the channel, because you count too. Every view counts. Next week, we'll start laying down some glass blocks. I'll show you what we're doing with the design here. We're going to take over most of the available surface area here. It'll be great. We have Dwarf Fortress on the channel every Monday. Horror content every Saturday. Lots of other stuff on the channel for you to check out. I recently read the entirety of the Piers Anthony book, A Spell for Chameleon. I did a reading of that while my wife was on a road trip. I guess you could check that out if you want to hear more of this that's happening right now. Anyway, feel free to drop me a line if there's anything you'd like to see on this channel or anything you'd like me to see on your channel. I will see you folks next week. And until then, Birdman out.